I think it's more peaceful. Just get to look at the scenery when you're driving around.
People of all ages are ready to hit the road and enjoy their summer. And some say there's no better way than on a golf cart. But members of law enforcement also want you to be safe too. City of Greenville police are expecting a ton more people out and about, especially on golf carts. So they want you to keep in mind a few rules, like you have to be 16 years old with a valid driver's license, insured, and you can't drive at night. Other rules to remember are you must remain within 4 miles of your home, you can only be on roads that have posted speeds of 35 miles per hour or less, and your golf cart must be permitted and registered with the South Carolina DMV. Some people are already expressing their concerns.
You know, it's a fun thing to do, but the kids don't realize that these are like motor vehicles. They're heavy, they can go fast, and they can flip, and you can get seriously hurt.
Even other young drivers who are of age are worried it could get them all in trouble.
I mean, if they do something, it could ruin it for all of us, not just them. And whenever we're coming through in our cars, we have to be extra cautious because we never know if they're just going to be darting out like in the road with their...
So officers and golf cart enthusiasts, young and old, hope everyone will follow the law and enjoy their summer safely.
You know, just be safe when you're driving them, have fun, but pay attention and slow down and take care of yourself and friends that are on the cart with you.
Be aware of your surroundings more than anything. It's not just you.
In Greenville, Carlos Flores, WYFF News 4.
SLED has charged a former police officer and his wife with crimes against children under 16. SLED tells us Caleb Rivera used to work as a campus safety officer at Spartanburg Methodist College. He's charged with criminal sexual conduct with a minor. And they say his wife, Julia Rivera, stands accused of committing or attempting a lewd act on a child under 16. SLED says the Honeypath Police Department asked it to investigate. The Riveras were booked into the Abbeville County Detention Center. In Spartanburg County, deputies say a homeowner shot and killed a suspected burglar. Deputies were called to a home on Beacon Light Road just after midnight. The coroner tells us 40-year-old Paul Bobo Jr. was found dead inside, shot several times. No other details have been released. The investigation is still active. Bond denied for a 17-year-old accused in the death of a recent high school graduate. Caleb Pietras appeared before a judge this afternoon. Spartanburg County deputies charged him with shooting and killing 18-year-old Xavier Johnson. Xavier was shot at a home on Wild Cherry Circle in Lyman late Wednesday night. Pietras was taken into custody yesterday afternoon. Xavier's mother tells us he had just graduated from Greer High and was going to Army boot camp next month. A man from Malden is accused of dozens of burglaries across the Carolinas and Georgia. Christopher Taylor is charged with 5 counts of burglary in Greenwood County. The sheriff's office is working with several other agencies to bring charges in more than 60 other break-ins. Deputies were able to identify Taylor as a suspect after Greenwood County's most recent burglary in May, where they got his vehicle's description. They say during a later failed burglary attempt in Calhoun County, Taylor had to ditch his car and tried to report it stolen, they say. The North Greenville Crusaders are coming home from Cary with their first national championship in school history. Sports Director Mark Whiteman joins us now. Mark, the party is on, isn't it?
Yeah, Carol, you could say that again. After years of coming close, the Crusaders broke through in a big way this week. 4 games, 4 wins. They set some Division II records along the way, and in their most nerve-wracking game of the tournament tonight, delivered the clutch moments when they mattered most. What an outstanding job Landon Powell has done. He came to Tigerville with a vision. Over the last 8 seasons, he's built NGU into one of the great programs in the country. The top-seeded Crusaders taking on number 2 Point Loma in the title game, and NGU's pitching duo of Reese Fields and Nate Roof. 8 excellent innings, only 1 run allowed, 14 strikeouts. That was more than enough for NGU to get it done. They are the national champions, 5-3 over Point Loma. Julia Morris has been following the Crusaders' run in Cary, and she joins us now live. Hey, Julia.
Mark, what an exciting win for North Greenville, the Crusaders' first national championship in any sport. And I am here now with a player who played a huge role in North Greenville's run to the top, third baseman Pat Monteith. Pat, you got your lucky chains on here, now a national championship trophy to accompany that. How does this moment feel?
It's an unbelievable feeling. You know, we talked about getting here the whole year, but it's unbelievable to even think that we got here and we found a way to win.
Point Loma made it pretty close there in the bottom of the ninth. They pull within 2. What's going through your mind at that time?
Yeah, that's a really good ball club. They stayed with us the whole game, pitched really well. They hit that homer, and you know, but we had an out, and we knew we just had to get 3 outs before they got 4 runs, and that's exactly what we did.
When you guys finally close it out, you get that final out, and everyone runs to the dog pile. What was that moment like, and what was going through your head at that time?
It's a blackout feeling. I don't really remember most of it. You know, we get that last out, strikeout, I throw my stuff, and then everything's just kind of quiet, and then you get in the dog pile, you're around all your guys. It's unbelievable.
After the win, Landon Powell took a moment to hug each and every one of you guys. What was Coach Powell's message to you there at the end of the game as you guys were celebrating?
He was just telling us how proud he is of us and that now we're winners, and I can't be thankful enough for that guy. He's done everything for me.
This is Landon's 300th win as well. What has he meant to this program and to your career?
I mean, he's everything to this program, and I can't thank him enough for taking a chance on me out of high school and getting me to where I am now.
For the run that you guys made this season, the adversity that you had to overcome to get to this point, if you could think of one word to describe this team and the run that you guys made this season, what would it be and why?
Heart. You know, this team never gave up, no matter the situation, no matter the game, no matter how late, and that's what got us here.
Pat, congratulations. Enjoy that win. You are a national champion. We are so happy for you guys.
Thank you so much.
North Greenville will be celebrating, heading back to the upstate as national champs. An unbelievable run for this team. They finished the season with 54 wins. You'll hear from head coach Landon Powell coming up in sports. For now, live in Cary, I'm Julia Morris, WYFF News 4 Sports.
Julia, thank you. In Commitment 2022, we are just days away from the South Carolina primary, and 5 candidates are in the running for the Democratic nomination, hoping to be South Carolina's next governor. 3 of them faced off tonight in debate. The candidates were asked about what policies they would support to curb gun violence.
There are things that we can do. We can expand background checks here in South Carolina and wait until the background check clears before a gun can be purchased. We can also make sure that those who carry guns legally have to carry liability insurance so that the rash of break-ins and the higher incidence of gun violence that we're seeing will be curbed and decreased by that. I personally believe that AR-15s and other semi-automatic rifles should not be in the hands of civilians. They are weapons of war.
Right now, our crime rate has never been higher, and our gun violence issue is out of control. When we see a shooting at a baseball field in North Charleston, like all of us can picture our son or daughter being there for that. And we have to do something. And in Congress, that's why I work to expand background checks and close the Charleston loophole. And I got both of those through with bipartisan support by bringing people together.
The reality is we are putting out a forest fire with a sippy cup. Every day we see mass shootings. There are so many children who are victims of this gun violence. So therefore, I am in favor of putting counselors in the schools. And when we can put counselors in the schools,